name is Jason Shannon, and we bought this house about 6 years ago, and my in-laws live here. And so we live just down the street, constantly spending time with them, but also trying to take care of them and help, the house here. So last summer we had a tree fall, and it fell kind of across the driveway and hit the house, and some of the branches from the upper part of the tree actually punctured several places on the roof. It had been a pretty significant storm in the area, and we also had a tree on the back side of the house that had fallen and hit that area as well. And so I had 3 punctures in the roof on 3 different facets, and I knew that with it being in several parts of the roof and that it was significant damage given the age of the roof, that I was going to need to get a professional to come out here and work at it and work on it and look at it. So interestingly enough, I didn't really know where to start. And so at work, we'd actually hired a guy who had just come out of roofing. He was a salesman for a roofer in the area, somebody I'd really never heard of. And I asked him, do you know any good roofers, or how do I get started, knowing that he had some experience in that? And he said, well, I could get you a quote from my old company, but everybody in this area talks about Guy Roofing being the best and that they're really good in working with homeowners insurance. So given the age of the roof, I really thought that a homeowner's insurance claim might apply. And so I contacted Guy right away, and the team sent out a really helpful technician. He came out, he looked over the roof, he got up on the roof, he videoed it. He showed me the areas where he thought there was some concerns beyond even what I'd identified earlier. And he walked me through the claim. We actually called the insurance company together. He helped me make that claim, and he also made himself the point of contact, so that as insurance questions came up that as a homeowner I might not know just because I just didn't have that experience, he knew right away how to answer them, and it was just really helpful. And the quality of materials really seemed high, and when those materials showed up, they really looked like everything he'd said they would be. The quality seemed good, and it seemed like they were prepared for the job. They made it really easy to get everything into motion. I simply told them my availability, and they gave me a couple of options of some dates that could work for them. The materials showed up, the crew showed up on time. They texted me, they emailed me, they communicated with me ahead of time. And so it really made it easy for me to kind of just trust Guy Roofing to get the job done without me having to do a lot of hand-holding, particularly because they were also pretty involved on the front end with my insurance company and giving me kind of an exact itemized list of what was going to be done, when it was going to be done, and what was going to be covered. I would definitely recommend Guy Roofing. I have already to a couple of friends who, had some similar storm challenges, and I said, I don't know if you need a full roof replacement, but I'd at least start with Guy Roofing to get them to come look at it and see what they can do for you. And so I think here in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, they've been well known even before I hired them, that quality teams, quality materials, and especially easy to work with. And I found that firsthand to be true, and it's probably one of the most easily managed construction efforts that I've ever been a part of, in terms of just not having to do much as the homeowner.